Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Animenia. It's the God, and this is...
I'm Wrath, and we're here for our second episode of Animenia, like he said. Today we're going to be doing current anime series.
Which is One Punch Man, a great series, second season it's up to. The main protagonist is Saitama. Saitama, a current average-looking guy.
He's not really an average-looking guy no more. He was a current average-looking guy, but now he's a bald-head weirdo.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think he's that weird. He's pretty unique. But the show is based on a pretty standard, thing that most of the universe is made of. Superheroes, supervillains. Some people have superhuman powers. They're part of an organization which is trying to save the regular people around. And
same creator as Mob Psycho 100.
Same animation, same artwork, so it's pretty good. This season is a lot better, I feel like, in animation quality than the last season.
A lot of people didn't like the new studio.
Yeah, I saw that as well, but I can't understand why.
I liked it. It was awesome.
The graphics are much more high def. It's a lot clearer. I think it's much better overall. I think people were just used to the grainier, lower quality, and they enjoyed that better. I guess it brought them.
I felt like it was like way more smooth. This one, like I don't know why people didn't.
Yeah, absolutely, much more smooth. Even when you see people using their powers like Genos, because you can physically see his versus Saitama, he just punches people. Hence, One Punch Man. It's definitely much smoother. No lag between cutscenes and things like that. So it's definitely high quality.
Yeah, we don't want to give you no spoilers, so we're not going to explain the whole show to you. Just like I said, like it's a really good show. So we're not going to get into too much of a detail. We're just going to talk about like what the show is like about, like he's been doing. I just wanted to give you a heads up. We're not giving you spoilers. We're just
so you don't need to fast forward.
Yeah, no skip this time.
But yeah, like I said, it's about this guy, super strong. He's basically just a hero for fun, he tells everybody. And he just runs around just saving the day, pretty much seemingly most of the time on accident.
The craziest thing is like he's probably the strongest character in the universe, and he's listed as what, a B? He's like a B hero?
Yeah, he's like the weakest. If you know like the way that anime works, an A hero isn't the strongest.
With S's.
S class or double S class sometimes. But yeah, so he's like listed like a B hero. So he's like almost a starter. And they just don't understand it. He's just running through everybody like they're not even there. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to see. It's very comical. It's not a serious anime.
What is my man? The cyclist, what's his name?
Moon Man Rider.
Yo,
there's a superhero that just rides a bike.
Yo, that's his senpai. Yo.
Yeah, exactly.
This thing has zero power. He just rides really fast.
He rides a bike and hits people with it. So it's a funny anime. It's not serious at all. It's very light. If you want to watch something in between watching serious animes, this probably would be a pretty good one to do. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's only 2 seasons, so it's a light work. It's light watching. You can get into it really quick and get
just a heads up, you guys. Like, it wasn't supposed to be a serious anime at all.
It was made to be.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a spoof and a total destruction of Goku and Superman. That's why they made this character. It was just like an answer, like who would win between Goku and Superman?
Nobody.
Saitama just comes through and wrecks them both. That's what the whole thing is based off of. So like, don't take it too serious when you see the first episode and he's fighting that crab guy.
Yeah. It gets much better. Yeah, it gets much better. But it's so fast of a series. If you watch it real quick and binge it, you can get it done in less than a day and you'll be all caught up. So it's definitely worth checking out. If you should definitely have the time to be able to at least finish this one up. I mean, you've been watching it, right?
Yeah, it is absolutely hilarious. It is very good. It's a funny anime. It's definitely worth a watch, especially a day on your hands. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So with that being said, I definitely say look.
Definitely check out his workout too. It's also a super hard workout.
The official workout.
The show is all satire.
It's satirical comedy.
It's an awesome show.
But yeah, with that being said, we'll move on to the next thing.
Upcoming anime series this week is going to be Mob Psycho 100 Season 3, which will be coming out in April of 2020.
Good show. April's bringing more than just showers. I mean, it's up to Season 3, so obviously the first 2 made it by and did really well. It's basically, if you didn't catch up with it yet, it's about somebody who has all telekinesis powers.
Any psychic ability he has.
Any psychic ability. So you can read minds?
Yes.
Oh, that's
he has any psychic ability.
I see that. I don't know why I must have missed that, but that's dope.
He doesn't use it.
Now, if I had a power,
the only time he uses it is when he goes 100.
Yeah. Mob Psycho.
Yeah, for all you guys that are not caught up, I don't want to give you too much, but super hyped to see season 3.
Listen, I'm always feeling like we gotta give some spoilers, man. They gotta just fast forward.
All right, so give them some spoilers.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
So here we go.
I mean, we don't have to, but you know.
So give them some spoilers.
Give them a little content.
All right.
Yeah. So it's about somebody with psychic abilities. Obviously, it starts out in the beginning of it. He really doesn't even use his psychic abilities. Doesn't want to use his psychic abilities, right? He wants to be kind of like a regular kid.
He wants to be normal because he hurt his brother one time.
Yeah. So now he tries to literally go through and not use them on anybody.
But the thing is, because he repressed his emotions, they boil up inside. And when they boil up to a certain level, key 100,
He snaps.
explode.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't. It's almost like he loses consciousness, and his body and his psychic abilities just move on their own, independent.
His subconscious goes.
Yeah, it's almost like, I feel like it's almost like Gaara's sand from Naruto.
No.
Yeah, it defends itself.
It's him. That's
him?
his consciousness. It's just his subconscious.
Yeah, that's almost
No,
like
Gaara's sand
it's
was his mother and the tailed beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, as it goes, it's independently acting of its own accord. He's not making rational thoughts about fighting.
But everything that his subconscious, like he knows, his subconscious knows. So it's
Did his
not
subconscious
like,
know that time he hurt his brother?
yeah.
So then he knew.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't want to use his power.
I thought he just woke up and his brother was jacked.
No, he knows he hurt his brother because of the bullies. He stopped the bullies, but
Yeah.
he also hurt his brother at the same
that's
time.
what he was. Yeah.
He knows he did that. That's why he swore off of doing his powers.
Only
That's
on
why he
humans.
swore. No, he stopped doing the humans because his boss.
Oh, okay.
His boss told him not to use his powers.
That was-
his boss said, it was like, oh, just because you have powers doesn't make you special.
And his boss being a guy that, you know, they were hunting a fake spirit hunter.
His boss was a piece of
what was
crap.
he?
Yeah.
He was the not mentalist. He was
Exorcist.
exorcist. Yeah, he was an exorcist. Yeah,
But he was a fake. He has no psychic abilities.
yeah.
at
He
all.
was front for everybody, taking their money the whole time.
He's throwing salt on people.
Yeah, it was actually pretty funny. Sort of like One Punch Man. It's a really comical universe.
It's the same creator.
Yeah,
So you know it's gonna be like
Overpowered.
kind of like humor.
yeah, overpowered, real big range in humor. And,
What's my man's the little green guy?
Oh, he's hilarious.
Yo,
There's like-
I'm gonna put it up like with his name somewhere because I forgot his name.
Yeah.
But yo, his
The
little green
guy's
spirit is hilarious.
Yeah, he's like a little spirit that is trying to do bad things.
He's just been running around following Mob around after Mob destroyed him.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's cool too because like that little green guy possesses Mob's brother, awakens Mob's brother's ability.
That's the thing. Oh yeah. And watching the seasons and the episode play out, his brother didn't have any powers, and he was closetly jealous and harboring a lot of animosity towards him. So he would act like he's nice to him when he was there, but behind his back, he really didn't like him and he despised him. And
No, he still respected him. He still loved him as a brother. He was just
he loved him as a brother, but he didn't like
he wasn't
him.
tight. Like he wasn't tight with him.
He was really, bro. He was upset
butthurt,
with him.
yeah.
It was bad.
The green guy possesses his. That's what we're ready for season 3. The green dude possesses his boss. His boss starts to get powers.
So he's almost able to give powers out, or he awakens powers. You think? Oh, it's
He
not
makes
determined.
them-
It's not determined, maybe.
Nah, it's like he makes them aware of the psycho world. So like if they attribute to him, yeah. If they don't, they just are able to see ghosts and
I
stuff.
feel like I'm not. Yeah, I feel like I'm not 100% if he's actually somehow giving people powers or if he's awakening the powers. They didn't really elaborate on.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't awaken. He What did he say he does? He gets them to their full potential while he's possessing them. So if they had the potential to be a psychic, he brings it out.
All right, so he awakens it in them if they had the ability
yeah.
to possibly do it.
Because there was that girl that was she wasn't a psychic. She was a what's all the other term?
Medium.
Yeah,
That's what the green guy. That's what the boss is supposed to be. His boss, a medium slash exorcist.
There was that club that he's in school. That girl wanted to be like. Well, the girl tried to get him in the club, but he joined the
muscle club.
Muscle club.
Fitness club. Mind you, he's mad little.
Yeah,
He's in a fitness club with 18 pounds.
But he's starting to keep up with them on their runs. He's starting to be able to curl. He couldn't even curl a pencil.
Yeah.
So he's like again, season 3 should be cool. He should be like somewhat fit,
cooler because he's talking more.
He's talking to girls now.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, it's a satirical anime that's pretty funny, and it's a light watch because it's only up to the season 3 starting soon. So I would definitely recommend getting into that. And we just try to mention a diverse range of different anime, because some days we'll talk about sports ones, some days we'll talk about fighting ones. This one is a psychic one and a comedy one. And the good thing about this is if you're in animes, you can only give so many people so many ranges of individual powers before one person has to have a water power, one person has to have a fire power. When you have a psychic power, you can literally be limitless, so they can do all types of different things with it. So it's pretty cool, man, and it's definitely a good watch.
I hope like they in season 3 they explore that world that he creates.
Oh, when he's transformed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to see it, but it's almost as if you get pulled into another world, but it seems as if he's creating it in the same world. So it's weird. I don't know if it's just the art.
When he had that dude that he shaved his head up in the sky and everything was upside down. It was like, but no, he
it's like psychedelic trip. It looks like they're on acid.
Yeah,
when you
I hope they explore that a little bit more too.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to that, April. I think you guys should check it out and catch up, because then you can be current with it in April as well. And look forward to bringing it up in different categories next time.
Yeah, hopefully when season 3 comes out, we can do a current on that one.
Absolutely. And you guys will be caught up and be able to let us know what you think in the comment section.
Fight scene of the week. It was a hard discussion to pick this. This is our fight scene of the week, not the fight scene that happened this week.
Yeah, this is ours. This is what we like and we want to talk about. Because it's our show. And you're just here tuning in. You're welcome.
Fight scene of the week. We got Kirito and Sword Art Online.
That's my guy. He's a beast. In every single scene. All right.
I don't even know which fight scene we should pick, because my man's killed off everybody.
He had many of them. What is the gunman? Wow, that was a good one.
Nah, we should use the first one with the girl, because that sets the stage for every other fight after that, against that big like donkey looking like goblin demon thing.
Yeah, that was
because like the music just turned up. My man he called the switch and she was just right there for him.
I liked it. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good one, but I still think it was epic when he was killing people with guns.
He wasn't really like.
He had a sword.
He had a light baton.
He was running. It was a lightsaber, like Star Trek,
like Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah, Star Wars. There we go. This is why he's around, ladies and gentlemen. I'm right 99% of the time. The one time I'm not, he's here to pick up the pieces.
All right, so you're saying the gun gale?
Gun game, wasn't it? Gun game or Gun Gale?
Gun Gale was the other anime. It was Gun World.
Yeah, Gun World. Yeah. That was a dope one, but the premise of it, I mean, is.
Yeah, but the thing is with that, like, every episode was good. Yeah. It wasn't like one fight scene. That first season fight scene set the stage for that episode to happen.
You know what's so funny? After that, they kind of did that in a lot of the seasons, though. Even the Alicization or whatever, the newest season, there's a big scene like that with like goblins and like everything.
Yeah,
regular.
And without that one scene I'm talking about, there would not be no other ones like that.
Yeah, that was a good.
That made the whole series. What was her name? Again, I can't remember names, so I'm gonna put it up here. They never even like trained with each other before. He just called the switch. He was right there. They defeated that thing. My man at the end lost his life, but
people die every day.
That was a good fight scene. Like that was one of my favorite fight scenes of like all anime. It just like got you hyped and ready for the upcoming episodes.
Yeah. It was fast. It was technical. It was
the animation was crazy. Like. Yeah, I like that.
I didn't expect that show to be that good. I didn't expect the fight scenes to be that good.
It's one of those typical like I'm trapped in a video game world. Like I thought it was gonna be another one of those corny animes.
Picking up girls in dungeons.
Nah, that was good. That was good. Like the name makes it feel like it's gonna be stupid, but it's actually a good show.
It's alright. It's pretty decent. But we're talking about this fight.
All right, so that was the fight scene of the week.
With that being said, it's a good fight. Check it out. You can YouTube the highlights.
Well, you can just watch the whole series like a normal person.
Yeah, I mean,
you can go on Crunchyroll and start from episode 1. You can go on Hulu. You can go on Netflix and watch the English dub.
If you don't got time for that nonsense, I would just go on YouTube and put Sword Art Online. First fight between.
I don't know the thing's name. It's a dungeon boss.
It's the dungeon boss, yeah.
It's the first dungeon boss.
I feel like that everybody else that was trying to beat it too couldn't beat it in that part.
And yeah, they were scared if they died in real life, so that's why.
So when you die in the game, you die in real life, so they left it alone, but yeah. All right, well.
All right, that was it. Going on to the fun mix-up fight.
Fun mix-up fight. This is a good one. I like both of these characters. They're both pretty good.
This is also going to be our side character also, because one of these guys is a side character even though he's super OP.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, side character. He just gave a spoiler alert. It's going to be Vash the Stampede from Trigun, who is an absolute monster.
Versus the side character I was talking about, Genos. From One Punch Man.
Some people might pronounce it as Genos. I pronounce it as he's just an awesome side character. I mean, I think this fight is pretty cut and dry. My man Vash is a beast.
Vash is like a triple S character, so like it's not really a fair fight.
I mean, when you see him, you would think that it would be.
When he's not powered up, yes,
yeah.
I feel like Genos would wreck him. But it would get to the point where like he'd have to power up and it would be over for
I almost feel like he doesn't even realize how much power he has because
he doesn't like using it because of that whole thing.
He's so powerful that from just his gun turns into an arm, he shot almost a hole completely through the moon. So it's pretty crazy.
I feel like Genos can do the same thing though.
I mean, he hasn't done anything.
He blew those mountains off the planet.
None of his attacks have been, maybe they might have been like damaging to like geographic locations, but Vash's was almost planetary, but you also, Genos is constantly upgrading, so literally like episode by episode because he's what is he considered, bionic or?
He's a cyborg.
He's a cyborg. He's a human that's completely, slowly but surely being converted. He's almost like 99% converted now. It's like his face.
I don't even think he has any human body parts anymore.
I mean, his face is.
Maybe his heart.
I don't even think so, because his thing in his chest shoots his chest. It's definitely his brain. I don't think it's a CPU. But yeah, so his powers, we'll give you the side by side. Genos has so many cybernetic parts, bombs, grenades, lasers, rockets, he can fly, cables that come out, he can grab things, he can slingshot them around. He can shoot prosthetics, his arm can shoot off, hit you, grab you, hold you down, come back to himself. He has a lot of cool stuff. When you see him seemingly, if you didn't see Vash in his powered up form, you'd be like, oh, this guy's getting killed, because it looks like a regular guy. He runs around with a gun, he shoots some stuff, he's pretty agile, but he seems stupid, but he's actually a genius. You've seen like a couple of parts where he's fighting and guys are killing each other and and they're trying to kill him and it looks like he's tripping, he's falling. Bullets are just missing him by like literally millimeters. And he's shooting bullets off and you're like, oh, this guy missed every single bullet. And next thing you know, a second later, he's standing there right before he dies and something falls out of the sky that he shot 4 minutes ago because he had such good foresight and such good accuracy and such good aim that he doesn't want to try to kill anybody. So you can kind of get an idea that this guy's like, he's on a whole nother level.
The thing is, I really haven't watched Trigun in like 10 years, so I can't really put too much into this debate.
What do you think about Genos?
He's an S-class cyborg that can basically blow up planets. He just hasn't done it yet.
I'm questionable on a planetary scale.
I feel like he can. He just hasn't had a chance to.
I'm questionable on a planetary scale.
He hasn't had an opportunity to blow up a planet.
I know that he blows some stuff up. And right now I have, Vash shooting a hole in the moon the size of, the moon almost.
The moon.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but come on now. I don't think, the thing is with that fight, I don't think Vash is going to get a chance to power up. He's going to get obliterated before he even gets a chance to power up.
Think so? I mean, if he fights them all out.
If they both go serious from the jump, then maybe. Yeah. But if he fights him serious from the jump, then yeah, Vash probably wins. But if he does his normal Vash thing where he's just doing dumb stuff, falling over and doing all those fake dodges just to look like funny, it's over for him. He's gonna get obliterated.
Yeah, I think that he can't really.
He has to be serious from the jump. He cannot be his normal self.
Yeah, he has to. If he would have to know that Genos is the truth, because if he came across him, Genos kind of.
He's not gonna give him a second.
He has a short temper, so he'll probably try to kill him 100%.
Genos doesn't have like that like humor for Vash.
Yeah.
He'd put him out early.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to definitely. Yeah. I mean,
It'd be a cool fight to see, but
both gun-based guys. Bing, bing.
there's so many other gun-based people out there.
I think Vash is better though. That's my opinion.
My thing is like, it's old, so like I don't really see it. I like older than newer animations.
Yeah, oldie
like,
but goodie. You know what I'm saying?
I like just the way that they animate it makes it seem like he would
He's less
destroy
strong.
him.
Yeah, they make it.
Because they do that like, oh, pew, and then like a building blows up, pew, another building blows up.
Yeah, that's true.
Then when you see like Genos, it's like everything's flying around, everything's like exploding. You got like atomic bombs going off in the background because of some missile he shot out his back. Like, it looks crazy. So like, just off the animations alone, he looks like he would destroy him.
Yeah, Vash's nickname is the Human Typhoon, the Human Stampede, because everything falls apart and gets destroyed when he comes in.
As he says that, Trigun's also going to be our classic anime spotlight for the week.
Yes, and that's a good classic anime spotlight. And with that being said, we're just going into the classic anime spotlight, which is Trigun. So maybe you'll get a little bit more of an understanding of how strong he is. And what he's currently doing, the whole thing. It's kind of strange because they don't elaborate 100%, but they're back in the old times. It looks like Wild West days, and
I don't think it's Earth.
It has to be because you see the moon, and it looks like the regular traditional moon.
But he's from another planet.
See, they didn't say if he was from another planet, because that's what I was gonna say, or if.
Yeah, they do. His brother comes down from another planet.
His brother was in a spaceship that they were in.
Yeah, I
and
don't think it's Earth.
in there. I think that it was a much more technologically advanced civilization, because every once in a while you'll see technology.
No, it's not
there.
Earth. It's not Earth.
You don't think so?
Because they have animals that don't exist.
What animals?
There's like that weird goat, like freaking bull road thing.
It looks like a donkey almost, like a.
Yeah, it doesn't look like an earthly animal though. It's not Earth.
I can't agree with that. I think it is Earth.
It's not Earth.
I think that it's just
because he blew up a moon too. Like, our planet would not exist without a moon.
Well, the good news is
it's not Earth.
The good news is we have a tech guy, and he just phoned in and shook his head at me when I said it was. I think it's Earth. So I'm gonna have to go with what Google says, and it's not Earth. What is it?
Trigun takes place on No Man's Land.
No Man's Land?
No Man's Land or Gunsmoke. It's a desert planet.
Oh, so it's a whole other planet. Okay.
Completely different planet.
Oh!
Okay.
It's Earth.
I'm 100% sure. Trust me, don't trust me, ladies and gentlemen. Gunsmoke.
So now we know it's not Earth. Let's go on. Carry on.
Okay, and it basically looks like the Wild West days, man, and they're just running through the planet with other people that are earthly and human-esque kind of people. So if they came from the spaceship, does that mean that
there's other planets? There's got to be other planets with other people on there. There probably might be as strong as him.
Yeah, and Vash looks obviously human the entire season and episode, and there are certain scenarios where he has to power up and he's fighting and he's pushed to the limit, and all of a sudden it's almost as if he loses consciousness and gets taken over by something else, and his arm turns into almost like a mechanized gun, like you've seen the Terminator. If you ever seen the Terminator, the one of the Terminators gets like a liquid arm and it turns into metal.
T-1000, yes.
The T-1000 turns into like a liquid arm and it turns into a knife or something like that. His arm almost looks like it does that into a big kind of cannon. And when he shoots that thing off, it literally it takes off whatever's in it. Doesn't matter. Nothing survives. The planet, the moon. It shoots off a piece of the planet. It burns through the water. It cuts through the mountain. And
why do they call him the humanoid typhoon?
Because everywhere he goes is just destruction and mayhem.
No.
Why?
Because how much it costs insurance companies?
$15 billion dollars on his head.
It's because insurance companies gave him that name.
Yeah,
because they gotta pay out that damage.
He destroys everything.
And that's his life insurance policy, is his bounty.
Yeah, he has a bounty, $15 billion dollars.
That's his life insurance policy.
I don't know.
That's why.
I don't know if the double dollar is their currency, or it's like $50 billion double dollars, or it's $30 billion. But it's a lot of money. So everybody's following him, trying to take his head off the entire series. That's another another good point.
I found it hilarious that was why they called it the humanoid typhoon. Not because he was just that nice with a gun. No, because he caused that much damage and the insurance companies have to pay for it.
Yeah, so literally they got a wanted poster for him, and everybody's looking to kill him the entire show. Every episode is
Every
different.
bounty hunter possible on this desert planet.
Obviously, he smashes them all easily.
The only one he had a problem with was his brother.
Yeah, but he wasn't a bounty hunter. He came from, he was in a spaceship and he came looking for him. I don't know, was he trying to take him back for his technology? He lost his memory, he was rolling around. He didn't really know who or what he was doing. His brother knew it and he didn't know. And his brother kept trying to get him. So I feel like almost it was like one of those, there was only one season of that too, right?
Yeah, it was one and done.
I feel like it was almost one of those scenarios where like,
well, technically it was
a bad guy
one season, but like they broke it in for 3 parts, like so.
I feel like he was almost like a bad guy closetly, and like his brother was coming to bring him back to do bad stuff, and he had amnesia and didn't remember it, and just turned
like
into a
Goku,
good guy. Yeah, it turned into a good guy.
Goku Kakarot situation.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that was pretty good. It was definitely it was a different anime in and of that. It was, you know.
It was a good anime. Like it's older. Like it came out dumb early. Like I think I was in like just getting into middle school when it came out.
Yeah, I feel like that was like what, late 90s?
I don't have an exact date because I didn't do no research, but
yeah, it was like late 90s. I'm feeling.
Yeah.
At possible, like early 2000s.
IPK, when did it come out?
Come on, tech guy. You should be reading what we're doing. Look at that face of disgust he put on. We're gonna cut the scene to that.
We're not going to. The lights out.
We're not going to. I think it will look good.
Came out in
1998.
All right, yeah. So I was middle school.
First start middle school?
No, I was in middle school though.
98, 99, 2000.
First, 1998.
April 1st.
The original release of Trigun.
Nice. Classic
7th grade.
anime of the spotlight. He was in middle school.
Yeah, why you always gonna tell people my exact age, bro?
He's an old man.
All right.
He's an old man.
And that's it for today. We got no more topics for today.
And we appreciate you guys for watching and hope you guys tune in. And if you could leave us any comments on what you guys would like us to talk about next time, we'd greatly appreciate it.
And don't worry, guys. It's just gonna keep getting better from here on. We are beginning with this. This is only our 2nd episode, so if it's kind of sketchy, don't mind it. It's just like I said, getting better and better.
This is the pilot program right now for this.
Last one was the pilot. This one should have been better, but we're getting there.
Do a little auto-tune this to make it sound better. You might be rapping in the background.
It'll be great production.
Exactly.
By episode 5.
By episode 5 movie. I was actually thinking that the other day. I was like, man, I was watching videos. I just want to start CGI and put music in the background of these things. Really giving the people what they want.
But
giving the people what they want.
You got the usual buttons. You got the like, subscribe, share. I'm Wrath.
And this is the God.
And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you again for joining us.
Hey, YouTube. Here with IPKthots, the God.
Friendly tech.
We're gonna just let you guys know a couple of things before we go. Where can you find us at?
You're gonna find us on our Twitter, official Animenia.
And what are we gonna be able to do on that?
You're gonna hashtag us, you're gonna ask us any questions directly. You're also gonna join us on our Discord. That's where I'm gonna be hanging out most of the time. Anything you need. I got suggestion box, I got everything in there.
So anything, so I can comment you, ask you questions.
Ask me questions, DM me, play games with me, anything.
Okay.
Everything, we got it all in there.
That sounds good.
There's gonna be a link in the description right here for us.
Boom, and there you go.